I would love to share some stories about this.
There was still a community here in the Galesville community that was living, we actually had units that without indoor plumbing or running water. I know that's amazing to think of, but there was actually this 16 rental units.
But we had to bring all the water we need, heat all the water for bathing, and that's how we got through that kind of living. Outdoor, you know, houses. We'd go out there and use them when we needed them.
Well, you know what the trolley square was, don't you? It was actually the place where all the trolleys came back to roost. So, not the most attractive site, you know, and it's in the middle of a very busy commercial area.
I came like from broken house, like I divorced with my husband, and I don't have any place to live, and then I have 2 children.
I have 2 daughters, one is 25 and one is 23. My 25-year-old daughter just moved out, so my younger daughter, 23, who has a disability, is the one who lives with me now. I had to leave my house due to domestic violence, and at that time, you know, there was really no priority as to what kind of housing you could get, so I was in a townhouse, which obviously is not the best housing for somebody who's a wheelchair user.
Both the King Lincoln District and 21st Street in particular both had significant pockets of disinvestment and blight. A lot of abandoned properties, properties that were in disrepair, homeowners who felt like no one cared. So it was an area that really needed a shot in the arm.
There were a lot of boarded up homes, a lot of empty lots. If you go a couple of streets over, you might have felt really unsafe.
Approximately 10 or so years ago, we began the strategy on how to revitalize what was once a very vibrant downtown.
There were 4 of us in a 2-bedroom, and it just got too much. So we moved to a 4-bedroom house in South Ontario, and I got laid off.
We have a very unique situation on the Navajo Nation, and they have some dismal statistics. So it's been very difficult to be able to produce something of great value there. Up to 20 years ago, literally half the housing units didn't even have sewer systems going to it. 15% of them didn't have any kind of running water going to them. In fact, 1/3 of the houses currently don't even have bedrooms.
While we used to live on somebody else's farm, and we had no running water, no electricity for like 7 years.
I can say that everybody that's come here to live has gone through a crisis in their life, because homelessness is a crisis.
I have a long history of being homeless and being in and out of shelters, in and out of a lot of the wintertime programs that close off at the springs here on the streets again.
Shelter living, I feel personally, is not for any one human being, whether it be male, female, children, and it's actually, you know, quite devastating.
The area around this neighborhood was completely encircled by privately owned rental housing that was pretty dilapidated. It was home to a lot of drug dealers, to a lot of transient people, a lot of vacancies, a lot of activity that made life much harder for the people in Morningside Homes.
It was not good at all. I know there was a lot of drugs and violence.
And I lived with my daughter. Things happened, like life, and she lost her job. I lost my job. She went to school, and eventually I wound up here.
We worked with the community to help them bring in and help pay for the water and sewer, and then brought together 5 or 6 different sources of funding, home being one of those very important sources at that time.
Projects like Trolley are so important because they create opportunity for the average working person to have a place to live in a very high quality neighborhood.
Beginning in the fall of 2004, we began to work on individualized projects, site by site, along the 21st Street corridor between Long Street and Mount Vernon, with home funds.
In total, this project resulted in over $91 million being invested into downtown.
We have, right now, almost 100 families living and working in an area that there was no opportunity for them before.
We were able to create a really strong partnership where the city would invest local dollars and home dollars with the housing. State housing came in with the low-income housing tax credits, plus with money at the state level.
And what we've done, and the home program has helped us, we've been able to get individual units throughout the county so that folks who have these special needs can address the needs, can get the help they need, but they're living in the larger community.
And my life has changed. I am so happy and so content.
We didn't turn the water on, we got hot water. We turned the water on, we got water, period.
And you know, everybody thinks they're condominiums and they're gorgeous, and I mean, that's what's beautiful about the place, you know. It's just a nice place to come home to, you know.
I said, this area is for me. I don't know how many years I have to live here, but I am the happiest person, and even my children. Yeah.
Living here has been amazing. I'm so proud to be a homeowner, and I'm so proud to have found this community where I can actually feel a part of it, and it's a part of me.
You know, home is security. You know, I can leave and know that my neighbors who also own their home will, you know, take pride in it and will look after my home when I'm away. And the feeling, you know, the relationship is vice versa.
And a good place to raise my granddaughter and my youngest son. It's good, I like it. And for myself also.
We have our family gathering. We cook, we laugh, we watch movies. Sometimes my granddaughter will come and spend a night with me. And I say to her, now this is your bedroom.
It's a lot healthier. My mental health is so much better than it was back then. It's just, I have a place that I can call my own.
This is where I wanted to be, this is what I wanted to do, and once I got here, this is it. I'm not going anywhere. I love it here.
And so with that being said, home is truly a catalyst for change.
Home is a catalyst for change.
Home
is a catalyst
for change.
For change.
Home is a catalyst
for change.
For all of us.